the things I feel. Suicidal thoughts, call it Kurt Cobain.
Yo, what is up, guys? Back with another video. Today's video is going to be a little different, actually. This is actually going to be a story time of a sort of crazy experience I had back in 5th grade. You know, me being young, really not understanding crap, but you know, stuff happens. Anyway, there was a new girl. We're just gonna call her Cassidy. I don't know, but she was a new student in my class. Nobody really talked to her. I would get why, because of what she did. Like, she was kind of a kid you wouldn't really want to be around, like at that young of an age of 5th grade. But anyway, sorry for the wait. I'll get into it. So, basically, we had a group project. She wasn't in my project, thank God. But the group she was in was actually like right in front of me, coincidentally. Whatever. I don't care if that is a word, but I don't care. But anyway, she acted strange, weird. She'd do stuff that you'd probably get in trouble for. I ain't gonna go into detail because it was boring. It wasn't anything bad. It would have just probably got you in trouble. But she did get in trouble. So, we're sitting there, minding our own business, and then we see, and then in front of us, we see her keep like, the group she was in, you had to have your own colored pencils, basically. And she kept grabbing her classmates' pencils and actually kept breaking them. And they were getting mad about it. And I'm surprised they didn't tell the teacher about it. So they just went on with their day, not minding a thing about it. And she winds up calling one of her mates a bitch. And basically, something you probably shouldn't say in 5th grade, but it happened. And so she like starts getting all mad about everything for some, and then she gets a colored pencil, right, and tries to mark over the whole project. And when she tries, one of her classmates grabbed her wrist and yanked it away and said, and like basically kind of yelled, "Stop it," and like, "Don't do that." And there's like 4 in the group, so like, I don't know what was going through their heads, but it was just crazy. And so after that, they get the teacher, actually. Wound up getting the teacher. She was involved. And my teacher, she was not the nicest when it came to incidences like this. Came to like an incident like this. But it was a show when she got mad. Pretty sure she had anger issues, but I don't care. She was a cool teacher all in all. But anyway, she rolls up to her and she's like, "What are you doing?" In a very demanding voice. She doesn't talk. She's like the quiet kid in the back of the classroom. She didn't talk. She didn't say one word. And then the teacher starts yelling at her. And then she's like just not talking. And then out of nowhere, she goes to the teacher and yells the B word out loud. And teacher gets up, smacks her desk. "Don't you ever say that again to me. That is disrespectful, and you shouldn't be saying that at the age you are." And so she calls up, didn't mean to say that, but she calls up the principal, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna need you down here right now." So he comes down there. Keep in mind, this ain't a strict principal. He was actually really cool, but this is one of the only times I've seen him mad. He goes up to her, to my teacher, and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then so they discuss it, And so they're trying to get her up. After he finds out, he goes to her, makes her get up, but she doesn't go anywhere. She just stands in her place. She doesn't go anywhere. And then he kind of raises his tone, which I've never seen him raise his tone before. He's like, I need you to get up now. She doesn't move. But eventually, like 15 minutes later, they finally wound up moving him after a long session of yelling. Just yelling. So everybody's having a show over here sitting in the back of the classroom. We didn't have to do our project that day. We were happy, but we had a show going on. Now that I think about it, we had to go out of the classroom at first, and then 15 minutes later, they got her out. Yeah. But we were in the hall here, and a bunch of yelling crap, and something actually got thrown, apparently. Like, she thrown something at one of the teachers, and it was crazy. And they finally get her outside. They literally, they basically had to. I wouldn't call it something the teacher couldn't do, but they kind of pushed her in a way. Like, they were like kind of tapping on her to move, but they finally got her out. God, it's like one of them people that have like long black hair just hanging over their face. And like, it's pretty creepy. Basically, that's what that looked like. Looked like we were in a horror film. Looked like she wanted to kill everybody. It was crazy. And basically, after that, they got her outside, and my teacher got her work for her. And she got the textbook that she needed for our science class, I think, or social studies. I don't know. This was 5th grade, so I mean, we had textbook, and we didn't use Chromebooks, really. Like, that's when we first got Chromebooks. Like, for me, I have Chromebooks, little computers. But, so my teacher's trying to head her trap, and then she's just standing there, like always. She literally slams the books on the floor. Everybody jumps. The student, Cassidy, she doesn't make a move. She's just standing there, all dark and crap. But, so, she's like, before she slammed it, she's like, take your stuff. And she kept saying, take your stuff. And every time she said it, she got louder and louder. So she just wound up dropping it, not giving two F's about anything. And basically, after that, the principal finally got her to come with him. Which, I mean, it was crazy. So teacher brings us back into the classroom. It was like, yeah, that's it, whatever, nothing's going to happen. So, the school I'm at, if you walk out, there's actually a convenience store right in front of it, like literally right across the road. So we're just sitting in class. That convenience store will make a big part of the story in a minute. But as they're walking down the hall at my school, turns out she had a pencil on her, and I know you're gonna think that I'm probably lying. I am not. I swear, this is all true. She actually wound up stabbing the teacher in the shoulder with the pencil. A full lead pencil. And so, she, after that, she actually, wound up getting out of the school, and she actually ran around the school and started hiding. So all the teachers were looking for her. Turns out, she actually, at one moment, she ran across the road to that convenience store. Crazy. I know. She actually had, like, she actually ran from the store to, like, sorry about that beep, but she, like, I don't know what kind of kid this is, but, like, she actually ran from the school to the store, which was crazy. But after that, sorry that my mic cut out there, but after that she just ran out, like, and she actually wound up returning to the school. They found her after that, like, behind the school, hiding behind a bunch of bushes and crap. It was trees, actually, I'm not sure. But after that, they took her to the principal's office. She kicked the principal's desk over, I think, actually. So yeah, that was crazy. But eventually, they got her in the classroom. She actually got expelled, obviously, because she stabbed a teacher with a fucking pencil. I mean, Anyway, I mean, makes sense. You're dead. But like that was a crazy experience. Don't know where she is today, but wherever she is, I hope you're doing better.